people. What we talking about this time?
It's Tubi Tuesday.
It is totally. Is this a Tubi? Oh, this is a Tubi original.
Yes, it is.
Oh hell yeah!
Called Sugar Mama. All about the grandmother on Proud Family. They call it Sugar Mama.
My goodness.
They made a live action movie about her.
Do you know anybody in this movie, Joe?
I'm gonna get busy too, baby.
I do not.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I do.
That's a cool logo.
But I don't. I don't think I do.
White lungs.
Ooh, it does. White lungs.
Yeah. So, who started this movie? Whose idea was this?
I don't know.
I think we all separately just decided to watch it because
It was original. It popped up. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a good enough quality.
Yeah.
It's Tubi original.
And so it's not. I think whoever watched it first. I think I watched it after y'all watched it.
Sort of. I think y'all watched it. Well, what happened was Marcus watched it because he always watches it first. Then Jason watched it.
Okay.
Then I watched it because I had started it, but then I had to stop it. So that's what happened.
I got it. Yeah, I had to finish it, but yeah, it's not. I had some preconceived notions.
You mean before you watched
Yeah,
it?
as I was watching, the title and the Tubi original, so I was like, okay, let me see where this is gonna go. But we gonna talk about this movie, but there's a lot that you can't guess this movie.
Yeah, no, you can't.
It's like, so try if you dare, but yeah, you can't. So we don't have an outline.
You ain't finna guess this
We
movie.
just talk about it. Yeah, so we just gonna walk through it. So
How's it start?
we start off with the accident and a lady, and she's like, she's all, by a tree, and somebody, died, and they're like, it's okay. And then 10 years later, that's how it'd be like. It's like, what happened? Who died? You start to see that, and you just don't know. And so then there's this like,
Who was in that first scene?
the lady,
That lady right there?
yeah, what's her name?
Her character's name is Veronica King.
So Veronica King, and so she's the first person you see. Somebody got into a car accident, and then 10 years later you see her again, and she's like a professional teaching about tech and just advancement and everything, and she's famous. So people are like, "Oh, I want to take a picture." She's like a guest lecturer at a college, and immediately there's this like young, suave looking guy that's in class, and she's just like checking him out. And that's kind of how it starts off.
Right.
Yeah, he shows up late in the class.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kind of disrupts. His name is Mike. Mike Shepard.
Yeah.
She's obviously attracted to him from the jump.
Yeah, there's a little flirtatious, they're talking tech stuff,
And she's not bad looking at all.
No, not at all.
Right.
She's a good looking older lady. Well, I'm saying older. She's probably a year younger than me.
She's probably
Because we're old.
Yes, indeed. You are. We are twice the age plus of college students. So
I was looking for a male 40 plus vitamin today.
That's what it's labeled as.
Yeah, male 40 plus.
Oh man. Yep.
Prostate health, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's important.
Yep.
Stay healthy. So, this is sponsored by
Good Health. Investing in you.
Goodness. So she ends up having a conversation with a doctor, and I don't know, it's kind of like, it's subtle, but we don't know exactly what they're talking about. And so
Greg is the doctor.
Yeah, so there's some things like, oh yeah, the blood work came in, and things are going good. It's like, okay, yeah, great. But then she sees this older woman, like with
on
these
campus.
two guys, like just making out, walking with them, and she definitely looks old. So she's all like,
35.
so she's
She's 35.
she probably is. It's horrible. So she's like telling the main character Veronica about, because she walks up to her like, what's going on? She's like, well, you're wondering why I got these men? Well, I have this app called I'm a sugar mama and sugar daddy or whatever, and so I
It's
get
an
these
app kind of like
play,
kind of like Tinder for
but
for sugar mamas. Yeah,
Yes.
that's basically what it was.
so like basically sugar babies. So like young people get on the app to look for older people to take care of them with favors. That's the whole app.
Yeah, which I've never heard of anything like that. I mean, obviously, this is not like
I was
based on a
like,
true
I
story.
hope you haven't heard of it. I was like, yeah, I've heard of it. I'm subscribed. You can follow me on Sugar Baby at Prop Josh.
Yeah,
My account's still active. Okay, all right.
Oh,
I
man.
joke that we're old, but I told Marcus the other day, I said that I know for a fact that I'm middle aged because if I date a woman that's 20 years older than me, she's considered to be pretty like elderly, not elderly, but
a senior.
A senior. She's considered to be a senior. She's 20 years older than me. And if a girl's 20 years younger than me, she's like college age. So she's a young adult. So that puts me right in the middle. Middle aged.
Yep, 20 years younger.
Thanks for the reminder. Let's
older
move
than
on,
college.
please.
Yes.
Well, you're not out here dating like I am.
Yep. Yeah, so you can date someone 20 years older or younger.
Yep. Sure
And
can.
It's not weird.
It's not weird either way. I'll date an older woman.
All right. Okay.
I'll be a sugar baby.
You'll be a sugar baby.
If I'm too old to be a baby, so a sugar teen. I'm a sugar man. Sugar man.
That sounds so weird. Okay. All right. So Act One of this
now.
movie. Act
That's
One
the
of this
shirt.
movie.
We gotta make a shirt, Sugar Man.
Sugar
No.
Man. No, we aren't. We are not making that shirt. And that is not going to exist.
It sure does not.
Oh,
Will not exist.
no. Sugar Man. Somebody probably already did that shirt. It's weird enough. So Mike is he's the main guy. We're following him, and we see that he's also subscribed to Sugar Baby.
Yeah.
And
he's the guy Josh was just pretending to be.
He's a sugar. So we see that he has a sugar mama that he kind of like break off the relationship with. It's like, well, we can't do this no more. And then meanwhile, Veronica is like doing research, quote unquote, because she's an app developer, entrepreneur, financial mogul or whatever. And so like her assistant, she's like, tell me more about this. This might be something I can invest in. Let me research this. So it sounds very, very professional, very
talking
upscale.
about Mike's proposal.
No, I'm talking about Veronica was talking to her assistant in the car.
Yeah, her assistant Andrew.
After she heard about the app.
Yeah,
she was
about
like,
the app
let
itself.
me explore about this. It might be something I want to invest in.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gets on the app and starts exploring it. And then we realize the chemistry that Mike had early on was like with Veronica. Now he's on Sugar Baby. He's on Sugar Baby app. And
she sees his picture on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say, before a scene before that, when Mike breaks it off with his first sugar mama,
mm-hmm.
she leaves or whatever, and he talks to his roommate, his very attractive roommate, and she's all like, "Do you think that she found out that we're dating?" Well, I don't think she knew. I'm like, everybody in the fucking world knows y'all dating. Y'all both
That's
two
so
pretty
stupid.
people living together. What the fuck? Gia. Yeah.
Yep. Just because she's just one. It's just one roommate. Just one. You and a girl. That's it.
Like everybody know y'all fucking.
You're young, fertile college students.
And you and your fertile loins
sitting there,
living together, just coexisting,
beautiful looking each other,
right?
Non-relative.
How come there's only one bedroom here? You and your roommate share a bedroom?
Well, I guess I'll sleep over the covers. You sleep under the covers.
Because we're just
roommates,
platonic roommates.
completely platonic.
That's what this movie should have been called.
Platonic roommates.
I thought that was the dumbest twist.
It was
like,
it was so obvious.
What,
so,
was
yeah.
it supposed to be presented to us as a twist?
I don't think it
kind of was. I think
I
a
hope
little,
not. Because
yeah, not really, but it was like, oh, because she made that big reveal. Oh, I hope they didn't know that we're dating each other. Like it's like, oh,
yeah, I always thought that, like, they're a couple and this is just a hustle that they got.
Right.
Like,
so she's
she
okay.
She cool with him.
She cool with him.
Kind of like on the
basically
Tyler Perry.
Pimping himself out to older women so he can pay for his tuition and take care of her.
Exactly.
Right. So what they're not really saying in this movie, oh, that's when she find Mike's picture.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of a gigolo.
Kind of. He's literally accepting money for sexual, and yes, he's accepting money for sexual favors.
He's a gigolo and a sugar baby,
which is
the sugar baby app in and of itself is money and sex transactions. That's exactly what it is.
Sugarlo.
Sugarlo.
I'm a sugarlo.
So they do share a bed. Okay, so maybe they're more than just roommates.
Well, no, they just roommates.
Platonic roommates.
Yeah, they're platonic roommates.
Let's say
she just got out of the shower and
that's what everybody platonic knows. Roommates walk around.
That's my roommate.
Towels.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
here. They wouldn't be your roommate right there. Like you and your roommate just sitting in the bed. In the single bed
all the time.
That's in the apartment.
That's exactly what it would be.
Platonic.
Just platonic. You go to your room, I'll go to my room.
Platonic roommates. I mean, it's okay you can have roommates,
You go visit them and one room's completely empty. The other one has everybody's stuff in.
Not even a bit. It's like literally just empty.
Like completely empty room.
Empty room. Like we're roommates.
And why is all y'all stuff in this room?
Like, didn't the sugar mama realize that? Anyway, all right. So so they match and he recognizes who she is. So she's on the app to test it, quote unquote. But she is looking at, and there's a little subtle things in this that's interesting, but she's looking at it.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even notice that. Yeah,
that shot. Mm-hmm.
And
so she accepts the app. She accepts they match because she likes. She's like, okay, I want to try this out. I want to research it, and so she accepts the app. And he's like, oh, I matched. Look, and he shows his roommate that he matched with Veronica. She's like, yeah, she was because they both were in the same class. They both were in the class, and they heard her lecture.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This was Veronica. This might be a good opportunity because he already asked her about investing in app that he's working on, or he didn't really ask her that, but he told her that he's like, I'm looking for internship and grow and stuff like that.
That's what I was talking about when I said his proposal,
right? And she wasn't really into it at first. She was like, yeah, I'm not really looking into these ventures and stuff like that right now. Mm-hmm. But then.
She saw him on the app, right?
Mm-hmm. And so
she's like, he can't find though.
So yeah. All right.
Maybe this could work out for the both of us.
Yeah. So we get to
everybody knows that in every single Tubi movie, everything works out
for everybody. So at this point,
yeah,
what y'all
that's
thought?
The other thing is that we know somebody gonna get the fucking that ain't supposed to.
I mean, so what y'all thought where this movie was gonna go at this point?
I thought here they were gonna have sex, and she was gonna be kind of paying him or whatever to stick around, or kind of bribing him or whatever to stick around. It was gonna be kind of like that, and then he was gonna try to shake her off, and she was gonna be crazy. Suddenly crazy.
I thought it could have been like that, or it could have been where she was shaking him off and he went crazy. Like he could have went either of those directions.
Oh, I wouldn't expect it.
That would have been option number 2.
Yeah.
which
I'm
would have
like,
still
hoping the
been
twist.
very unexpected.
Because
like,
she seems more like professional, like maybe she actually is doing the research and she's not really into it, but then he like just gets sprung and get caught up and be like, man, I love her, and leaves his girl for that, and you know, he gets super crazy and just and you know, that could have went that direction.
And then at the end, the girl, the roommate, has to come in and basically save her in the end.
That would have been
And
different.
then they, you know, they both the female heroes survive, and that would have been a crazy twist.
Yeah, it would have been a crazy twist.
Definitely.
As you say, as you listening to this, we didn't. That is not the direction that it went at all. So, but there is this like she's trying to like explain that she's researching and wanting to like work through this plan, and like it's called sugar finders. That's why she's went to it, because he's kind of opening it up like, yeah, like, you know, I'll be a companion, I do what you want to do, like I'm here for you, you know. And she's like, look, like, let's get this clear, I'm just this research, I'm here, but we can work things out, we can make things work, I can help you network and connect, but I'm just trying to figure out how this app works. That's my main plan, so don't be thinking that this is any other thing other than a research. And he's like, look, that's companionship, and I do what I do. I do what I do. You know what I mean? You give me money, I give you this D. You know, so, whatever you want. You know, and so yeah. So he's like
10,000 for 3 months.
I feel like he could have asked for more. He could have asked for more than that.
Yeah, he could. Yeah.
You could provide me feedback about your experiences and further influence my decision.
Okay, now that kind of sounds like companionship, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely not. This is strictly business, understand?
And she show up looking fine as hell to this dinner for no reason. It's just a professional dinner.
What's your fee?
10,000 for 3 months, and I'm all yours.
10,000. Thought it was going to be much more than that, to be honest.
He's like, crap, I should have asked for more. Block G.
One more thing.
Ooh.
I'm paying you for your accessibility. I want to be sure you're focused. Do you have any distractions, relationships,
Now this was
other sugar mamas, or anything that might interfere? If so, tell me now, before I waste my time.
She's got that big dominatrix
Not at all.
energy.
Yep.
I'm focused and ready.
You all smiling.
You already know. I mean, she is looking good at that dinner table, though.
Yeah.
But she already know he got distractions. That's why she said that.
Yeah, she ain't stupid.
That's a cool shot.
Oh, yeah, I ain't noticed that. But yeah, so she's like, all right, look, we're gonna do this deal. I'm doing my research, and you're gonna be with me and help me to figure this out. So let's go. So yeah, he ready. He's like $3,000, and I'm all yours. So yep. But just to be clear, she's like, this ain't you know, sexual or nothing. This ain't no companionship.
She's not looking for companionship. Yeah, companionship.
Yeah, this is just strictly business. So, and research, R&R, research and R&D, research and development.
So at that point, I thought she
That
just
D
wants a
stands for
boy
something
toy.
else.
Like
Go ahead, Josh. What you said?
I said at this point, I thought she just wanted a boy toy, like just somebody.
That's what I was
arm
thinking.
candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Well, now I thought she wanted more than eye candy, but you know, other than eye candy, you know, what I'm saying? like a fuck toy.
Well, when she said no companionship, that's when I realized she didn't want sex from him.
When
But I
she
still
said no
thought-
companionship,
I still
that
was
just
thinking,
means don't be falling in love. That's what
right.
I thought.
I was thinking that she
Oh.
still wanted, you know, and that's what he looked like. He was thinking that too. He was like, "Look, I'm here for it," you know, because he obviously is attracted to her.
Right.
Which
I
is
ain't
crazy
looking-
because he got a girlfriend and she's okay with this. Yeah, get on there and whore yourself. Like, what?
Yeah.
But it's like that Tyler Perry thing where the dude, you remember the stripper dude had a girlfriend.
Oh,
She
yeah,
knew
yeah.
he was like, she knew what he was doing.
Well, no, she
on
didn't
the
want him.
side.
But she didn't want him fucking nobody because she got mad at him in that Tyler Perry thing.
Oh,
She
yeah,
just
that's
like
right.
it.
She
She just-
destroyed his car. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Well, maybe this guy.
you're right.
But they're just roommates. So just to be clear.
Oh, right. That's right. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. They're just roommates. Let me touch your face, roommate, who just got out of the shower. Give me sugar, roommate. That's good. That's good.
Where's the other room,
kiss.
Roommate? I don't see another room.
Right. It's a friendly roommate kiss. I don't know what the problem is.
But they are a cute couple of roommates. Oh goodness. So yeah.
But still, why is she okay with him doing this?
That's a big problem.
Because he's getting paid.
Right. He paying her rent. He's giving her necklaces. You know, he taking care of her. And he's like, look. And she don't mind.
Look at the look on her face in
Right.
that shot. She's getting a little upset.
Yeah, she getting jealous and tired of this shit now.
That don't last forever. That kind of arrangement.
No, of course not.
He like it because.
But diamonds do, Jason. That's why he gave her that necklace. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's why he gave her that diamond.
I give you this diamond.
I give you this diamond, it lasts forever because this relationship so.
I'm about to go with my sugar mama.
Shit, an ATL.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we building it all the way up. So there is a immediate clash between
there's a guy
between Mike and
Andrew, the assistant,
who he's also a young black man. And he's he seems
who trying to what I'm saying, he trying to keep his ranks and stuff around that bitch, and now Mike coming around, what I'm saying,
younger looking,
right, stepping on toes and shit.
Yeah,
man, doesn't he look like Bentley though?
Yeah, he does.
That's what he looks like.
Yep, he does. I was thinking
like
that.
Bentley's son. Bentley had a son.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like.
But I think they go to a fundraiser event, and so she's like a wealthy, multimillionaire mogul, into investments.
And he pissed off too.
Because they you were getting to that part, Jason.
And I wasn't saying that why he was pissed, but you can go.
Oh, because she only had 2 tickets. She was only allowed to bring 1 guest, and so she chose Mike instead of Andrew.
And
Andrew's like, well, I'm the one that got you. Yeah, I'm the one that did all this for you. And she's like, go home, Andrew. You can have consider this
a free day off.
Yeah, a free day off or whatever. So he's all upset and jealous, and then Mike is able to go in with Veronica.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be pissed off too.
Well, yeah.
There's a couple things in here that he does that they kind of do a hint at, and I actually do love how they do this. So Mike has an app. Yeah, did you notice this one? I noticed it when I watched it. I was like, why are they focusing on this?
I missed it just then. What happened?
Mike has an app, and because that's one thing he was talking to her about an internship. He was like, I'm really trying to work on this app. It's called like well something, and it's basically like helping track your wellness with your blood type, and you can figure out ways to be healthy and different ways like that. And
there are apps like that too.
He's explaining to the different like investors or donors around, because she's like showing them off and like tell people about what you do and stuff like that, because so he's using this as an opportunity to network, which is a great space. Right. And so he's sharing it everybody, and he's like, and you can just tell with this app, you just insert your blood type, and then you'll be able to know all these things about you and all this stuff. And my blood type, like for me, is O negative, and yada. This is how it does. And they showed it on the screen, and then the camera zooms in on Veronica's face, and she has like a thought in her mind. Like you can kind of see that she's thinking about something.
There's literally a thought bubble, like a
thought bubble. Like a light bulb or a thought bubble. So I didn't know what that meant. But I was like, why do they do that? So I thought that was a really good.
I wasn't even paying attention to that when I first watched it.
It was just because it was
So because it was just it's just the party of like the purpose of like, just talking. So it's not important, because I mean the app is actually not that important.
Yeah, and he's using this as business opportunities type of thing. You're right, like networking and stuff. It's the equivalent of me going to Comic-Con kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You had an older sugar mama that brought you to Comic-Con.
I sure did. Come along, Joshua.
Why she gotta be that old? Come along, Josh.
Come along. Girls.
Holding a cane.
Come along, girls. And you, Joshua.
Oh goodness. But yeah, so she shows some Veronica shows a little bit of jealousy
when he ran into his old
sugar mama
thing. Yeah.
But he like, look, you don't gotta worry about me, baby. And so
the man got that Martin Luther King suit on.
Yeah.
Well, not the tie. But he has to reassure her a couple times, like, look, I'm invested in this. Like, you don't got to worry about me. I give you that D.
But they have a moment. They do have a moment where he kind of gets a little bit deep with her, just about why he chose that app and just how it's personal. And then we forgot to mention, this is important. This is very important. So one of the things that she said, even with her therapist, is that, she has a son similar the age of Mike. And so he's like away, like traveling and stuff like that. And so she mentions that a few times, and you see like just kind of images that he's like, been around, like there's pictures or things in the house and stuff like that. She has a son, but like we don't know about, and we're thinking about I think there was a mention about the accident at some point. So there's like implication that the father passed away. And so she's like taking care of this. So there's a lot of implications of that, but she's like, hey, like, he's away. And so he asks her about this, like, what about, and the son's name is Jason. It's like, how's Jason doing? It's like, yeah, he's traveling away and doing all these things. And so he's okay. We check in, I talk to him and stuff like that. So there's like this indication that there's that.
So
happening.
We should point out that we get the feeling that Jason is dead.
Yep.
From the beginning of the movie, when they was hauling off a body in it with covered, the body looked kind of small. And so, and then of course they showed her earlier sitting in a room where they had like airplanes and stuff. So all of this is to let you think that her son died. And so that's when it started clicking for me, like, oh, she's looking for a replacement for her son. That's where I start clicking around this time.
That's what I kept thinking.
That was kind of the implication when the way she talked about Jason is like, oh, he's away. Like, okay, well,
because so when she has a conversation with Mike, she mentions Jason, but he's like, oh yeah, he's gone. That's what she said. He's away,
he's traveling, something like that. Yeah,
and which I automatically was like, she's lying. Well,
right, yeah, he's.
You saw the beginning of the movie. Yeah, he's dead. Then
right. You start piecing it together, and like, oh shit. Okay.
So there was a. I mean, for me, I thought it could have been either that or he lived. I mean, she was telling the truth, So that was like,
I never thought that. I thought that he was definitely dead. That's what she said.
I just knew he was dead, and she was delusional, and like, okay, yeah. So it's like I thought she's the crazy one. When he tries to break it off, she ain't going to break it off because a couple times. She calls him by her son's name.
She does.
She does call him Jason by accident, and he's like, "What?"
Especially in this is the scene that she does it one of the times.
By this point, I had the whole movie figured out. I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I know where this is going." But it'll be fun to watch it play out.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Want to play this?
Rewind.
Play it.
So like just to set the scene up, she tells him that like I want you to come home, stay with me tonight.
House. Yeah.
And so he basically, I think he texts his girlfriend or something like that.
He just says,
like
I'm gonna be out
roommate.
late.
Yeah, text his roommate.
Yeah, he keeps texting his roommate.
That he's gonna be out.
College roommate.
Got to report to his roommate to let her know he's gonna be late. Don't wait up.
Yeah.
And
so studying.
So he's out. So so she goes and sets him up in a room, and so this is kind of you think, okay, they're home alone.
They had a moment.
They had a moment of like a really connection moment, and there's like this sensitive space, and so like they've been able to connect on a personal level, and now they're one-on-one, and she paid him $3,000,
right,
or $10,000,
right,
for 3 months. So let's see what happens.
Welcome to your new room. Let me draw you a bath. Do you like bubbles?
Draw you a bath?
I don't need a bath.
Bubbles.
They relax you, help you sleep better. I have basketball shorts and a t-shirt for you to sleep in.
Basketball
Unless you
shorts.
prefer something different.
Nah, it's fine. Listen, Veronica, I just want to
I
thank you
like
again for
sleep my
everything.
balls out.
It means a lot to me to have you around.
The way she said that, holding his shoulders, and he reaches for a kiss,
What
slap.
are you thinking, Jason?
It's Mike.
This is not what we agreed to. Is it what Beverly had you do?
My bad. I thought that's why you wanted me to stay the
But
night.
thought wrong. Don't ever disrespect me like that again.
She
is
storms out the
offended.
room. The fuck?
Suspenseful music.
No.
Yeah, she slapped the shit out of him for that.
Yeah, because he reached in for a kiss when she was like grabbing his shoulders.
It
and
was.
I
I thought it was finna go down. Like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he was
I
like,
thought
"This
we
what
finna-
you
want
wanted
me
me
to-
the house. I mean,
Right.
I'm ready."
Right,
You
you
know
talking
what I
about
mean?
drawing the
Let's
bath?
go. My dick all hard.
Trying to draw my dick.
So, but she slapped him and she called him by her.
Now I'm
name.
even more hard.
Slap. That's a slap did it.
Slap me again.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yep.
Oh man.
I like the juxtaposition of the transition. She talked about drawing a bath, and then the next scene, Sugar Mama 1 is in the bath.
Yeah, Beverly. When she,
That's when she gets murdered.
By who?
We don't know.
Right, exactly. It's clearly a man. We see a man's body. We don't see the face,
It's
but a man's
male
body.
It's not a female body.
But we don't know who it is. It's like,
We don't
why
know
is she
who it
getting
is,
murdered?
even though it's like we already know that Veronica's a little crazy.
Right. And she did not like the little flirtation stuff that they were doing. So we like,
Right.
okay, now Veronica's a murderer now? Okay. Or, hired
I already knew.
murderer?
Yeah, right. I was like, maybe she hired a murderer.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm pretty sure it's
Right.
connected to Veronica.
Right. It's kind of obvious.
Because what we know already is that she ain't quite right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And we
then
don't
there's
know.
a spooky basement in her house.
Right. That's always
Oh,
always a
yeah.
thing in
You know.
weird people's homes.
Yeah, they always got a room you can't go into.
But what's crazy is I would love to have a house with a basement, but I would also be terrified at night.
To go
But
in
then, no, I mean, I don't think I'd be scared to go down in my own basement.
Right. It's your own basement. You know what's in there.
But it would be cool to know that my guests were terrified. Just play like some spooky sounds. Have that
play
right behind the door. Just have it play
silly.
like
You
like
silly.
spooky sounds.
Just
and
I
shit.
wonder what it would be like to have a basement, because a lot of our family in Chicago have basements.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Chicago does. Mississippi don't.
I only got one
Right.
cousin that got a basement, but they stay in Georgia, in Stone Mountain.
Yeah, that'll make sense. So yeah, so he's kind of creeped out.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Okay.
He's just walking around the house in the dark, getting a glass of water. Like, get out. Jiggling door handles and shit.
That's locked and stuff. Yeah, nosy.
Going back to his room.
Shit, Veronica.
She's just sitting there, standing there,
Scared me.
looking
What
at
you
him.
doing here?
I couldn't sleep. I'm not used to having people in the house.
Just
I
a
wanted to
weird
apologize
blank
about
stare.
earlier. I didn't mean to snap at you. I certainly had no business in hitting you. I was just shocked.
Hey, it's
See,
cool.
pause
I'm
it.
the one
Right
that should
here,
apologize because I'm the one that
I
crossed the
thought
line.
that she was going to tear her shirt open and they were going to start having sex.
Goodness, I didn't think that.
I thought that too.
That's really what I thought. You just like it crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't think that.
I thought she was going to be
Sorry.
like, look, I shouldn't have did that.
take me.
And then they have sex, and it's like the best sex he ever had. And then he gets sprung on it.
Yep.
And then she's all crazy. And then when he finally decides to break it off, like, no, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't horny watching this movie, so I
What?
kind of figured.
Oh my goodness! Why? Why?
But for me, I didn't think that. I didn't think. I figured. I kind of figured her out at that point, especially when she slapped him and called him Jason. I was like, she's looking at him like
Jason.
he's her son.
There you go. She slapped him and called him Smiley. Smiley.
She's sitting there in the
She's
dark. That's
sitting in the
always
shadows,
creepy.
boy.
That's always creepy. And he's just like, you okay? Like, yeah, I just looking at you in the dark, and as you sleep relaxes me. And he's like, okay. At
There's
this
always
point,
a
then he turned around, and
that's
started
the
beating
point.
me.
This is the point.
No, this ain't the point yet, but it's close, Jason.
No, this is the
me.
point.
Because the next day is the point. No, wait. Let me tell you. The next day
that
should
is
have
the
been.
point.
That's the
It is
point
the point
right there.
No, look, it is the point.
She's
this is
sitting
what I'm trying
in
to tell
shadow,
you.
looking
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I like watching you sleep.
I know.
That's
The
it.
what I'm
moment
trying to get
he
to.
walked in the room and she was still she was already standing there looking with a blank stare. That was the moment.
That's the moment. That's it. I'm done. Like I can't. $10,000 ain't worth that.
All right. So because I was going to
But
say,
you said it was
the next
another
day,
moment. All right. What's the moment that you say?
This is what it is. It's when he finds out that Beverly died, his original sugar mama. I would put 2 and 2 together. Okay, she met Beverly last night. Beverly happened to die. This woman's staring at me in the dark and slapped me, acting crazy. Yeah, I'm done. That's when he should have been out.
Yeah.
But I guess Mike really needs the money. There's always a character in some of these movies.
Get a job, man.
Drop some food off.
what happened?
Like, get a job. Drop some food off. It's like work steady. I mean,
you can get a job.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing
jobs.
about these movies, it's always a lot of breakfast on the table and nobody eating.
I know.
It's always way too much food for 2 or 3 people, and then nobody barely eating.
That's such a movie trope thing.
Yeah.
But
so he has
half
a
the time these
dairy
movies
allergy too. Note that.
Yeah, half the time these movies be
they made special attention to that.
I have some milk. I have a dairy allergy. Don't you remember? We'll have some juice then. It's important. This scene. You go to what you was gonna say, Josh. Because him cutting this apple is so weird.
It's usually
no one cuts an apple like that.
The main character is usually kind of stupid.
Yes, the main characters are usually kind of stupid.
But you're right. Nobody cuts an apple. It's like
not like that.
Right.
He cut
hard. Every time they do that in a movie.
Anytime they show a shot of somebody cutting something, something's going to happen.
I know what it was. I was watching Nosferatu, and they had a scene like this where he was cutting something like an apple or something right in front of Nosferatu, who is a vampire. Right. And he cuts himself in the blood, and then Nosferatu went,
that makes sense.
Because you always have to have a reason to cut yourself in the movie, so you can have blood everywhere.
So
but he's cutting that apple really hard.
He is cutting it hard.
Yeah, because Greg
doctor
is there. The doctor is questioning him a lot. He's bothering him.
Yeah, like
and getting him
riled up.
Yeah,
right.
Which
questioning him like super hard, like interrogating him.
If
super hard,
Josh. If someone was interrogating you while you were cutting an apple,
this guy looks like Josh.
The doctor.
Dr. Josh. It's a doctor version of Josh. It's always an alternate version of Josh in these movies.
Yep, he's the doctor. If someone was questioning you and intimidating you while you were cutting an apple, would you cut your finger?
I would stop cutting and point a knife at them and be like, if you don't shut the fuck up while I'm cutting my apple, I'm going to do something to you.
I'm starting to realize that Mike is kind of stupid.
Oh,
starting
my
to
goodness.
realize?
Yeah.
Like, he should have been left.
He should have left. I'm telling you, when the lady was
he should have called Gia up and like, pick me up right now.
Like, look, I walked in the room. This bitch was already standing there looking at me in the shadows.
Staring at me in the dark.
Hey, I can't stay here. Pick me up. The money ain't worth it. But they had to show, they zoomed in after he cut the apple and bled all over the apple.
Dr. Josh. Yeah, he bled all in that apple.
Mm-hmm. And so.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, he's wearing, the shirt that she gave him to wear is one of her son's shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked over at a picture of him wearing the same shirt.
And her son in the picture, he's like 11 or 12 years old.
No. He like 16 or something. I'm just saying that because I looked 11 or 12 when I was 16.
But he supposedly had died when he's around 11 or something.
He's not dead though. He said
I don't think they ever
traveling.
really said. Did they ever say how old he was?
No,
when he died.
She just said that he's the same age as Mike. They're the same age,
or would have been. I don't know.
They didn't say that he was dead. We just to think that it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so he's wearing the son's shirt,
but he didn't. I think thought she was crazy.
She said, "Love should have brought."
He thought she was crazy, and he was like, "This woman's crazy. This whole place is crazy." And I think he was gonna not do anything else. And then she gave him a big wad of cash, and he was like, "All right, I'll be back."
Money speaks.
And so,
no matter
what. So his roommates all like, "Where was you at all night? Look, ain't nothing even happened. Like it mattered. like he been doing stuff with other people." So it was like, yeah, she crazy, but we ain't even have to have sex. She just looked at me. So right. I mean, as long as she there, I can be there, and she can pay a little extra if I just be.
I like the fact that the roommate got jealous. Was all jealous when he comes home. I'm like, what did y'all?
Until she saw the money.
Yeah, but I'm like, originally, what do you think this was about, lady? Like, what my boyfriend, he stayed the night with this lady house that she's his sugar mama, and he was already talking about having sex with this woman. Right. So what were you expecting?
What did he do with the last sugar mamas? He's been on the app.
Oh, he was fucking the last sugar mama.
Right. They definitely had "we been fucking" vibe
in the house while the roommate was there.
Right.
I feel like it was in the
next room.
Like, right.
She was listening in.
That's why she was like, "You think she noticed that we're together? Like because you been too busy doing with the sugar mama," which they end up finding out, which I love. Typically, this is what I love about Tubi movies too. Whenever they walk into a room and there's a transition, it's silent, they're talking, things like that happen. But then, whenever we need to know something, there's a sudden news break.
So much.
Man, there's always, you're right. The TV's not even on.
And I'm like,
because that's how life works. Yeah.
That's how life works.
If I just came into your house, Jason, it was like something crazy happened, and then we're talking, and suddenly your TV will come on. Yep. Breaking news.
Right.
I mean, realistically, a horse just escaped out of mental institution.
Yeah.
Yep. Toward Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, good. A horse.
Oh no.
Mental institution. Crazy.
That goes with our plot of our lives.
Oh goodness. Yep. Good plot device. So yeah, we about halfway through the movie almost at this point. We're like, okay, she is crazy. Mm-hmm. Sugar Mama 1 died. We know that, and Mike knows that now. Mike and his roommate know that. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, it's just a coincidence, like I knew I spoke to her, and so she just happened to be died. Anybody could have killed her, maybe somebody was trying to rob her, oh, well, that's sad, but it obviously wasn't Veronica. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Mike, I'm looking for you.
Right. Veronica,
why are you with your roommate?
Oh,
crap. This is my friend and platonic friend, Gia.
Platonic roommate.
Very beautiful.
My beautifully young platonic looking friend. I mean, yep. And she's like, let's go out for ice cream. And he's like, and then Gia's like, he has a deli allergy.
In this really childish kind of tone. Like, let's go out for ice cream.
Yep.
Like a mother would tell her 10-year-old boy.
Hey, this is my friend, Gia.
I remember you from when I gave my speech. You're in Mikey's class too, right?
Mikey.
Yeah. You want to grab some ice cream?
Actually, he has a dairy allergy.
How does your roommate, and why does your roommate, platonically roommate, know that? Well, he should.
Actually, class.
Well, she's my roommate, so she'll know that. That's plausible.
I just missed you and wanted to see you before I headed to a meeting.
Okay. So they go out for smoothies. And he's like, all right, Gia, I'm gone with my sugar mama.
And Gia looking jealous as hell, like,
mm-hmm. You said friend. You didn't say lover. You didn't say roommate. You just said friend. I guess she prefers roommate. That's better. I don't know. But, so yeah. Why is he still with her at this point? He not like this is where
I don't know. He could have been broke that shit off by then.
But I mean, that first payment is
stupid. Look good though.
It does. What you say?
I said, and he's stupid.
Oh yeah. That's it. All right, so that's the second sign. Do they have a? I think does she apologize or something? I think there's like a
Who apologized?
like while they're taking smoothies, because I think there was some kind of awkward stuff that they were doing. And he was like, "Don't leave." I think she was actually pleading that he wouldn't leave her, like they would continue their arrangement and
Interact
like
with each other and stuff. Yeah,
because I think he did kind of like not want to be around.
He tried to push away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
So, but yeah, we about halfway in the movie at this point. I'm just like, all right, what's gonna happen next? You know,
Right.
And that's when things. Well, when the Sugar Mama 1 died, that was the turn right there. That was like,
yes,
okay,
that's what I was saying.
Now
like, this is
a murder.
That ain't a coincidence.
Yeah, this is now a murder. And so he's trying to convince.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, he's trying to tell his roommate how important this relationship is. And it's like, hey, look, me and Veronica, she's the opportunity with network. Like, I'm in the app development. She's an app developer. Like, this is just a perfect match. And then the roommate's like, no, like, she ain't no match. She crazy. She controlling. She just want to take care of everything. And it's like, oh, well, I wasn't just trying to end the thing. I just want to do this. But she pays a lot. I don't think I can get anybody that pays that much. Look, I'm just going to do this, help her out. Maybe she don't understand what she's doing. So I just help her walk through things and things gonna come out okay. So it's gonna be all right, baby. I mean, roommate, it's gonna be good. So yeah, that's the conversation.
Yeah,
I'm a big boy. He says that. They chuckle. Okay.
Somebody's watching through the window though.
Yes, zoom out.
I bet somebody watching through the fucking window.
Yes. Because the blinds are wide open.
Roommate.
Yep.
I mean, the blinds are wide open. And the lights are open.
Directly on.
If you're going to open the blinds, turn the lights off. So now you got people looking all through the blinds.
So he turns while they're
now this part is
out.
Stupid. Yeah, let's talk about this scene.
Okay,
this is
go ahead,
stupid.
Josh. Go ahead, Josh.
He looks out the window, sees Veronica staring at him through the window, and he's staring for a while, and then when this camera cuts back and Veronica's gone.
Right.
She
so
did she just duck?
From Mike's point of view.
Oh, he saw it.
He's
right, because he didn't turn away.
He saw her at first. Like,
he didn't turn away.
He saw her duck down or walk away. That's hilarious.
Did
she leave? Did she duck down? Did she leave from the side?
Because usually what you're supposed to do is he turns and then looks back again and she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still staring.
Only the camera turned.
Right, he turned and
we
looked.
turned.
Right, he's still looking.
Yep, that was funny.
Did
so
she
he
just
saw
disappear?
her leave, or she faded away.
Yeah.
Usually it's like they'd be like second guessing. Oh, I thought I saw something.
Yeah,
like no, he stared.
Yeah,
he stared at her.
That's
and looked her in the
funny.
eyes and saw her leave.
Which that was creepy. This is why you close your blinds.
And that's why you should broke it off. Like, okay, I just saw Veronica staring at me, at us,
and then she ducked down. And we're on the 4th floor. I don't know.
That's funny.
How she did that.
Oh man.
We're gonna have to call the cops.
So yeah, she blows his phone up the very next day, and he like, I'm sorry, roommate, I got to take care of this. And so she's like, come on over here.
Roommate.
That's her name. Her name is gonna be forever.
That is
roommate.
a lot of house for just
she
her.
has a giant mansion.
Definitely.
Giant mansion.
That's
She's a
have
multimillionaire.
and have-nots house.
Yeah, she's a multimillionaire. And so I think she feels guilty about having, so she invites him over. It's like, hey, I've been calling you, but I think it's important. And so please come over to the house. I'll bring a driver to come get you or whatever. And so like, all right. And so he's like, roommate, I got to deal with this. And so, so he goes, and then she's like, I got something for you. And then it's like this, and she pulls up up the cover, and it's a
mid-sized sedan.
it's not just a regular sedan.
Yeah.
It's like what kind of car is this?
BMW.
Yeah, it's a Mercedes. No, BMW.
No, it's a BMW.
Yeah, she got he got him. And it's like, this is for you.
She got him a bumble.
This is for you. Here's the keys, and it's all got like a
and it's fire.
You know,
too.
It looks good. And he like, for me, okay. And accepts that gift. Yep. He's like, all right,
let
me know. I will be your son.
Think about how much it's already cost me,
right,
to give her the services that I've already given her.
Mm-hmm.
What's it gonna cost me to actually take this car?
How much is that car worth? More than what he was asking.
That's like $100,000 car, probably, depending on what package.
What year package? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more than 50. And
right,
he asked for 10. Right. So now he has a $50,000 car plus. Right. So, and now within the middle of the movie, we get a new character that's entered in. That's like, I've been watching you.
You always have a character like this too. Always
a mysterious character that pops up in the second act.
Yeah.
Has she been there the whole time?
I think I've seen her earlier.
Seen her at least.
Yeah, we've seen her before. She was in the background. I noticed her.
Okay.
When I first, when I first watched the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. This character, her name is Nora.
Yeah. What did she do?
Well, she was talking to Gia, the roommate, about about like basically saying don't trust Veronica, like something ain't right with her, kind of thing, like because she mentions that her sister died,
has been missing
or something like that. No, I think she just said her sister died because her sister was having an affair with Veronica's husband, and she thinks that because she thinks that Veronica probably killed her. So that's basically
is Veronica's husband still alive?
Well, so I think that in this scene, this is where we realize that her sister, her sister and Veronica's husband were having an affair, and there was an accident, and this is where we're like, oh, like the car accident was that the car accident that killed them, and so
her husband and her son.
Yeah, so that was the husband and the girl. The sister. So that's kind of what we're thinking about. Like, oh, maybe that's what that is that happened. So we're kind of figuring that out. And she's like, look, I don't trust her. Something about, I was trying to tell my sister.
Pause that, Jason. I thought about Josh when I saw that.
I know why you thought about
revenge.
That's exactly what it was.
So, yeah.
Tell the people what happened, Mark.
So as soon as she tells her about this, wait, pause. So as soon as what's her name? Nora's telling Gia about her suspicions on Veronica. There's a scene right after that. She's on her phone, like Nora's on her phone, like kind of minding her own business or whatever. And then all of a sudden she gets snatched out of frame by a pair of gloved hands with like a napkin over her, like the handkerchief over her face, like it's been, but it's the hands. All you see is some hands from off screen, and then she get pulled away like a puppet. It's all quick
in the middle of the day.
Looking
in the middle of the day on a college campus, by the way.
Nice gloves. That was a fun scene.
In the middle of the day on a public college campus.
Right. Yeah, that shit was funny.
So
somebody would have saw that shit.
Even the warning from Nora made Gia already worried. She was already worried in the first place, and so she just she calling and researching and just like trying to be a good roommate, make sure my roommate
look out for her roommate,
So she really looks her up and stuff like that. So Googles her Veronica and car accident. so yeah, that's fun. But 2 killed. Carla was killed. Okay.
Yeah. So that is the sister then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it is the husband and wife was killed.
the husband,
the husband
and
his mistress,
mistress were
who was
killed
her
in the
sister,
car.
was killed. Yeah.
Right.
So we confirmed that.
Oh, that's that scene in the beginning where he's like, I can't stop the brakes.
That's what
Talking
it
about
said.
that?
No.
Was
No,
that?
he didn't say that.
Damn, I'm
We
getting
didn't
my
I
see
don't
Tubi
remember
movies.
that.
Yeah, we didn't see that part.
That
We just
literally
saw
happened in Tubi
we just
movies.
saw the aftermath. We didn't see
Man,
the
I've been
actual
watching too
accident.
many of these movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. I spread them out.
So, but the roommate gets a message from her roommate Mike, and is like, "Hey, like,
Oh
meet me
yeah,
on
this
campus
part right here,
because I
boy.
got a surprise for you. Meet me. Let's text." And then this is a sad scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's like, "Hey, I'm on campus. Yeah, I'm the roommate."
And then somebody snatches her, and then they just start
And
beating
beats
her like
her.
real hard, like beating her like a dude.
Right, just like, and I thought she was dead. I think I texted Marcus at that point. I was like, "The roommate's dead," or something like that.
Yeah, I thought she was dead too.
Yep.
Because he beat her hard.
Yep. Yeah, we about to. We almost at the halfway at the climax because this is the dinner scene. When he does he find out at this moment? Because she basically
I don't think so.
But he obviously just shrugged off everything that happened and just like, I'm okay. I have a car,
that BMW,
I
man.
have money. I'm good. Just kept me connected to you. And she's like, I got investors to invest in your plan.
Oh,
He's
I know
like,
what
yeah,
had happened.
Yeah.
Gia texts him and says, like, you could just stay with that bitch. And he was like, well, I guess she broke up with me.
Yep.
I guess I'm staying here. He literally does that. And I was like, what? That was a really quick breakup.
That
waiting
happened
on that.
in this
He had been
scene.
waiting on
Yeah,
that moment.
that happened in this scene. Yep, because somebody.
Yes, I mean, oh man, my girl broke up with me.
That actually does. That's hilarious.
Because that's when he confesses to Veronica that Gia is not his roommate after all.
So I got broken up with.
Fast over a text message. I'm like, what? He must just need an excuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. Been calling and texting all day. Forget it. Stay with that.
Bitch.
Something wrong?
I mean, they playing love music.
Yeah.
I gotta be completely honest with you.
What you say?
The girl I was
They
with
playing
the other day,
love music.
Right, that's I was just thinking that. Yep.
she's
They
my
playing that.
girlfriend.
We about
not
to
my
fuck
roommate.
after dinner music.
You lied to me.
Look, I'm sorry, all right?
You're sorry? You think that makes it better?
Well, you said this wasn't a romantic thing anyway, so why are you so upset?
It's not a romantic thing. I wanted all of your time. Isn't that what I'm paying you for?
Okay. You're right.
I love him.
I'm sorry.
Now he's
Shouldn't
like,
have done that.
but it's
But it's
over.
not like it matters anymore anyway.
She's hot and cold.
She just broke up with me.
So now things are over.
Apparently, she's been trying to reach me all day, and now she's pissed.
So the
That
relationship
doesn't mean
is
she
over.
broke up with you.
She kicked me out.
She did not kick him out.
She said stay with him.
Right. He's creating a situation
with
for
me.
himself.
So
I
she
have plenty of rooms.
move in.
In fact,
That's the solution. You remember how she liked to watch you sleep yesterday?
I promise. Close your eyes.
Oh my goodness. It's so stupid. It's like you get a text message from your girlfriend roommate. I've been trying to text you all day. Stay with that B. Immediately call her. Like that's
Right.
like,
know.
okay, let me go
I've
out.
had-
Let me call.
When I was in a relationship, I've had texts like that.
If you
I
ever get a
wouldn't
text
assume
message
that
like
I got
that,
broke up like that. I
No.
usually go and call my
I will-
significant other,
yes,
like, "Hey, what's going on? What's
exactly.
wrong?"
We won't stop calling. Like, no, okay, no, time to
I
go.
would be like, "Well, she kicked me out."
Guess I can have sex with you now.
Yep. It's like, and then she's like, "Well, move in with me." Okay, I like the room, and the room looks like a little kid's room.
Yeah,
and
just
so-
weird vibes.
And
by
so he's
now.
like, "Okay." So, but he's still like, there's multiple things where he should have been left, and so like there were
obvious.
things throughout that we already called it in the first night when she's standing there looking at him. That was the first sign, but he has multiple signs to be gone. So at this point, it's his own fault. We can't blame anyone else but him at this point. Whatever
So
happens
this-
to him
so-
now is his he.
So
you
this
know,
this
victim
guy that
blaming.
they're talking to right now, this guy that they're talking to right now looks like someone we know. The white guy, when they show, you got to pause when you see him, because or rewind it or whatever. Let's see. He kind of looks like Cass.
Like Cass?
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, he does like Cass.
For a bit, I actually thought it was Cass.
Yeah.
I really did.
He does like Cass.
I can see that a little
That's
bit.
funny.
So yeah, he's an investor, and so they're just like talking about investment and they're making business moves. And it's like, yeah, things are working out. It's like, yeah, we're making things work. He's such a help. And so there's like, yeah, but I don't understand. He's giving mixed messages too, because she all trying to touch his hand, and he's like, well, yeah, I'm done.
So, but she's kind of mixed messages,
Right?
And here's like they're both kind of because like she'll touch his hand, but it's like, do you mean this in this way or do you mean it in like a mother to son way? Like how what
It is weird.
what is this? Like
He don't know.
what I mean?
He
Right.
don't know.
She's weird like that. That's
She
why.
almost don't seem to she don't seem to know either.
Right.
Maybe she don't, because she doesn't have a son or a husband. So
Right,
maybe she's
that's
Her
what I'm
son is
saying.
traveling.
That's right. Astro traveling.
Oh man, Mr. Bentley is now Thug
Yeah,
Bentley.
he look right.
been at too many Diddy parties.
Oh my goodness,
Diddy roughed me up.
Yeah,
He came back with a whole different vibe.
yeah, he got a different voice and everything. He just like
Voice deeper, right? He a man now. Huh?
Yeah,
He beating his ass
Gangster,
too. He
beating
just
him
came
up.
out of nowhere
Yeah.
and beat his ass.
Yeah, that's what he doing. Because at some I can't remember how long it's been, but
I guess a month or so.
But I mean, like after he's talked to Gia, his roommate, he called her up. He's like, "Hey, like I'm sorry, like I've been communicating, but this is not even. This
I think
is
it's the
obviously a
next day or
different day,
something like
yeah,
that.
because it's like
Yeah, probably a couple of days later.
So yeah, so he like wait. I've been trying to call you, but he don't know nothing happened. But Mr. Bentley beats him up, and so I'm thinking G is dead, and now Mike is getting beat up, and so he's in the hospital, and it's like, all right, like so I don't know. I'm thinking like, why is Bentley the roommate? I mean the
assistant.
former assistant. Why he's so aggressive on him, you know? And so I think they end up pressing charges and stuff like that. And but good thing that he's friends with the doctor.
Yeah, so at this point, I was like, oh, so Bentley, Andrew, he's the one's doing everything. That's what I was thinking. I was like, so he may
Like
be
he's
the
just
one
like
that
went
killed.
rogue.
Yeah, maybe he's the one that killed Beverly and
Right,
beat up
'cause he's jealous.
Gia and kidnapped Nora or killed Nora or whatever. I'm thinking, so I'm like, oh, maybe. But I still remembered that Veronica was looking through the window at them, and when Mike stared at her as she ran away.
One tear.
So,
Did you see that?
uh-uh.
Look at his face because he finds out that Gia got beat up. He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
and
she's
it's
still
in the
there,
same
yeah.
hospital.
yeah. Your patient is awake. Like, okay, what patient? Gia.
Something else I have to tell you. It's about Gia. She was attacked last night.
Look at the face. One tear.
That was on time though. That was
I
good.
know
That was
that's
pretty
some
good.
acting though, for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To pull out a tear like that, hey,
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But his face didn't change. He still looked angry.
Yeah.
Just had a tear come out while he's angry looking.
Yep. But she got beat up bad.
Man,
Yeah.
got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got beat up hard. She got stitches in her nose.
Mm-hmm. Just everything. And so at this point, she just got attacked. So like, did he think
She got straight up assaulted.
she definitely got assaulted?
Yeah.
I mean, they both got assaulted, but yeah,
But he's like, I didn't know after your text. And she's like, what text? And he's like, never mind. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all should
be communicating.
right. Putting
Right.
two and
Y'all
two
should
together.
be talking right
should
now.
have been
and be
figuring
like,
out
oh,
what
you
was
know what?
happening.
The common denominator.
Yeah. We
Yes.
both got beat up. I've been trying to text you. You've been trying to call me. We
Your
haven't talked to
former
each
sugar
other.
mama is dead.
Right.
Like there's too many, and all this shit started
This
happening.
bitch
the
is
minute you
staring at me when I'm asleep and then lurking around
Tucking
the
me
corner
in.
in the hospital and tucking me in like a fucking little boy. Like, come on, fam.
Yep.
It's
So,
weird
yeah.
that all this bad stuff started happening as soon as I met Veronica. Huh? So weird.
Yep.
Oh.
So I think they end up pressing
But
charges on Andrew.
you see, old girl, Gia is she already figured it out clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she's like,
She's looking at her like, no, get the fuck out of my room, bitch.
But she's like, I cover your medical bills. You can do whatever you want, and I got you. Stay with me until you recover. Stay with us. That's what's funny. Yeah, that was funny. She's like, yeah, Gia, you can stay with us.
Talking about us,
while you
like
recover.
me and Mike.
Yep. And Gia's
Wow.
like, us? What you talk about? He's like, yeah, I moved in with her. Yeah, she she's not dangerous. She's gonna pay for everything. So yeah. So they do the backstory.
She was looking at us, fuck. But he didn't even tell her that she was looking at them.
He didn't.
No.
If I saw something like that, first off, I'm stopping. I'm just gonna stop. Wait, what? Get off me!
My goodness.
What the fuck is going on?
Yes.
Running to the window. Like, what the
Bitch
fuck?
was just staring at us through the window for 5 whole minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He ain't even say nothing.
He didn't say nothing. I guess he thought he imagined it.
I guess so. Maybe that's
a
what
weird
it
thing
was.
to imagine during sex.
Yes. Why are you visualizing this lady's face in
Staring
the window
at you and then ducking down?
outside?
You 4th story. You on the 4th story.
Yep. Oh goodness. So yeah.
Oh man, they injected her with
Yeah,
stuff.
because she was being too aggressive. You know, she was like, you're dangerous. You're dangerous. So roommate's trying to tell Mike, like, hey, like, you know, leave her. And he's like, no, you know, I can't, you know, she's such a nice person. She's so caring. And she bought me a car. Let me stay with her house. You know, paid my bills, telephone
and I love
bills.
her. And I still ain't got to hit yet.
I'm still, as soon as I get to hit.
Still trying, man.
Then
As soon as I get to
leave.
hit, then I can leave. Baby, I promise you. I mean,
it's
roommate.
close. I'm close.
Then I can leave. You know, I just
Yeah.
gotta get the drone, man.
GTD.
GTD. He's on a GTD mission at this point.
That's
He's
what it
his
looks
own
like.
worst enemy at this point.
I feel like that's the only reason why he's still around.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because he broke off with the other one after you had it. It's like, you know what? I had you already. You
Yep.
can go. Because, like, why did he break off with
He
the other
determined
lady?
to hit it.
Why would he break off with the original lady?
Right.
Because
When
she was
everything
paying
was
his
going
bills.
just fine. Right.
And they had a good arrangement.
Right.
But he's like, nah, I need another sugar mama.
Yeah,
So now
but
he
look
got
at
this
them.
one.
Look at them cakes, though. That's he's trying to check it off the board.
Oh goodness! So as they're talking, she gives him postcards from her son's travel, and there's literally nothing written on the back of them.
Why should she bring that to him to
Why
show
did
him?
Because
you
he's
show
like,
him
I never seen any pictures of your sons. Well,
See,
I have
she's maybe
postcards. I have
schizophrenic or
postcards of when he traveled. Here's different places, and he looks back and he's like,
It looked like she wrote them,
"Yep, it does."
and there's
Yeah.
nothing written. On.
It's not
She
even.
may
snatches when he
have
realized there's nothing.
It's like-
schizophrenia.
It's like, okay, and so he's looking at her like, yeah, she crazy. Like he knows that she crazy. Her son has obviously died at this point. We know this, and so it's like, okay, she crazy. She don't have a son. I'll be her fake son as long as I'm around. You know, she can keep buying me stuff and give me cars and stuff like that. That's cool. So, and we almost done with the movie. We got 30 more minutes.
Yep. And he's all suspicious, but they're in the house. Oh yeah, that's right. Bentley calls him on the super thug Bentley.
Super thug, like, hey, braids down. He got his braids like Marcus.
Super thug inmate.
Yeah.
He's like, look, man, I'm sorry for yelling.
But no, he was like, this was never part of the plan. He was like,
right.
I
really need to get out of here.
I didn't think I was going to get arrested. And he's like, what are you talking about? I just did what Veronica asked me to do, beat you up.
Right.
And he was like, what? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Veronica wouldn't hurt anyone.
Yep.
What are you talking about? So yeah, that's what he was.
What are you talking about?
So he confronts her, like, he called me and he said you hired him to do all this stuff. Don't believe nothing he says. Don't worry about it. You know, he's lying. He's a criminal.
Right, he's lying.
Okay.
I'm not crazy. Let me tuck
Right,
you
she
all the
tucked
way
him in.
into your
Oh my
chin.
God.
Yes, I'm gonna tuck you in and go to sleep.
let me tuck you all the way to your chin.
Yes, and lock the
locked
door.
him in, yeah.
And he's wearing
and there's not a doorknob on that
like
bitch either.
these like
He's wearing like
dinosaur.
dinosaur.
It's
Is there a doorknob on that door?
I don't think so. I think he's locked
What
in. He's
is
got a
that?
whole onesie.
He's wearing matching.
He's
I
got
don't
a
even
whole
know how they
giant
found that
onesie.
size.
No. Well, he's not a very big guy.
It's not like
He's
a
kind of a small
onesie, but
guy,
it's like a top and bottom matching kid like pajamas.
right.
Look like dinosaurs
with
on it,
little
or something.
dinosaurs,
Little-
a giraffe, or whatever the fuck that is on there.
So Gia's in the hospital, and who
hell
likes
no.
watching her sleep? Oh yeah,
Back here.
I like this scene.
Who's Mike?
Veronica.
My son's right where he belongs.
She calls him my son.
Son? He's not your damn son. You're twisted.
Not twisted at all. Just a loving mother.
What are you gonna do? Huh? Brainwash him? He's never gonna.
Uh-oh.
He's
What's happening?
not
Why can't she talk? She's choking on her words.
pretend you're his mother.
She can't.
Sure he will,
Now she's coughing. You know, that's a sign.
Right.
but you won't be around to see it.
So whatever she did, something, the same thing.
She
that,
injected something in her IV.
Yep. And now she really did die. Oh goodness. Foaming at the mouth and everything. So yeah. So just in case
Josh
you didn't
loves
realize,
those kind of shots.
at this point, she just showed her true colors to the camera. So I think this is when we first
Back up, man.
this is when we see officially that she's a murderer. Like, oh, so if you didn't know by now, she's so
Right.
crazy looking. Like she, can you describe the scene?
I mean, she's sitting there. The dude sleep, and the camera pans over his face real close, and then like turn around, and she's just staring at him with her eyes wide open, smiling, just watching him sleep.
They're polar bears.
It's all crazy looking.
Pajamas is polar bears.
And then wakes up and she got like some grits or something next to the table. Like, here, it's
Cereal.
breakfast time. Yeah,
Right,
trying
she's
to
trying to feed
spoon
him.
feed him. Like,
He's
bitch.
like, I'm lactose. I don't dairy allergy. He didn't say lactose. Dairy allergy.
yeah.
Is there a
He's
difference
like-
between lactose intolerant and dairy allergy?
Probably.
I think there is, but I don't know what it is. But I think there is a distinction between
I
it.
think there is. I think I'm lactose in my older age, but that just
Right.
means I get gassy or whatever.
Lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
But I can still eat a lot of cheese stuff. Just milk, straight milk is kind of.
Nobody
Makes
should
me-
drink cow's milk.
Yeah, I don't drink cow's milk. I mean, I sometimes I use it in a smoothie,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be smoothed into something.
Oh, those
Like
are
I don't just pour a drink of milk. I can drink a glass of almond milk though.
Mm-hmm. I never ever liked to just drink a glass of milk, and I always thought that was weird for people. People like want some milk.
It is.
I'm like, that's weird. And like, why are you? I wasn't like, it's weird. Like the texture, like it's just not. It's just,
It is
I don't
weird when
like
you think about
milk.
it, because I tried it recently. I did try to pour a glass of milk. Because like I said, the only thing we use milk for is like
A smoothie.
like I will use it for a smoothie, or I'll put it with my egg when I'm making eggs or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But then I tried to drink a glass. Like, I wonder if I haven't done this in a
thought about
long
it. You
time.
just
And
thought
let me
about
try
it.
to pour a glass of milk and see if. And I tried, and I smelled it and took a couple sips. Like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Mm-mm.
Well, see, I drink milk with like sweets, like with cookies or something like that, or like a pie or something. You know.
To watch
just
it
by
With a little
itself.
chamomile and honey. And then he goes to sleep. He have a piece of pie. That's Josh's nightly routine. He have a slice of warm apple pie, a glass
Little
of
bit of
milk
honey.
with some chamomile and honey.
That's great. Oh my goodness.
Then he goes straight to bed.
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Be knocked out for the rest of the night.
Wow. Wow.
Oh man.
Should do that as a skit.
Yeah, it'd be funny. All right, this movie's
Oh
about wrapped
man.
up.
Oh,
So talk about what happens.
What? I forgot about that. He's back at the house in the little kid's room or whatever, and then
Well, they
all
kept
of a
him locked
sudden,
in all day.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what it was.
that's right. Yeah, he couldn't escape
Because he was
And,
trying to leave to go visit Gia at the hospital, and they locked him in there. And so they finally unlocked the door and didn't tell
and
him that
handed
Gia's
him
dead.
her dead clothes, her
Yeah.
bloody,
That's
her
horrible.
bloody dead clothes.
That's horrible.
He don't know how to react. He's
Yeah.
like, you kept me from seeing her. Like,
He basically
so-
breaks down right here, like
Yeah.
angry.
Yep.
which, yeah, of course. Well, I mean, what do they expect?
But they're there to comfort him, so they just kind of like, we're here for you. We'll comfort you. We'll take care of you. And so he's like, man, I'm sad.
Yeah.
So,
By then, the movie has already taken a turn that I didn't think it was going to take.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him. I didn't expect her to have him like captive in the house like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I always thought it was gonna go the typical Tubi route,
Mm-hmm.
route A, which is to, hey, I'm trying to break it off, and then she just keep looking at him through the window and shit like that.
Right. I thought so too.
Or like a murder chase scene, you know?
Yeah. But he's
Well, yeah,
too
it would
stupid.
definitely end in a murder chase, like a chasing with the knife through the house or with the gun through the house.
Yeah.
Where are you? Like that kind of
'Cause
shit.
she's
Yeah,
crazy enough to do that. That's what
I thought it was gonna be that shit.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Right. Right.
But now he's just mourning the loss of his roommate.
I know it's just a whole scene of him just being sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Roommate.
get another roommate.
Yeah, now he's literally searching.
Searching
How am
for
I going to
another
pay my
roommate.
rent now?
Yep.
She didn't have no job.
So he goes to her history on her computer and finds some things he
The
shouldn't
roommate
have
history.
noticed. It's like,
Yeah.
"Oop, she's been a sugar mama. She's been a sugar daughter." No, he looks up.
Sugar
finds-
baby. Is what,
Yeah.
Oh,
he
this is
finds out about,
Veronica's laptop.
No, this
No,
is
no, this is
his
Gia's.
roommate's.
Gia's laptop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he looks at her
Yeah,
search
because
history.
she was doing research on
Oh, yeah, that's
on
right, that's
Veronica.
right, yeah.
So he was clicking on the history of that.
But there's only two things because she deleted her search history before she died. So she was like, I don't want everybody to know all the things that she look into.
Mm-hmm.
So she found out about he finds out about Veronica's husband and Veronica's son.
Does it
Jason.
say that he died?
Well, it says that I guess we'll see.
Because on the search history, you notice that the husband, like, he notices the husband's dead,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and he's looking up. I don't know why he's Googling. Like, what's he trying to find? Because he looks so frantic. Like, what?
He was trying to find another roommate. That's what it was.
Right. That was the frantic part. I got to pay rent, dude. Man.
He can sell his. So he Googles the
Richie
name.
Rich.
He Googles the son's name, Jason King.
Jason. Yeah.
And so they just kind of, they don't show details, but you see the little kid. He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
You
the
know.
dad kind of look like Inspector Deck.
He does. He does.
Son Elementary.
Celebrate
Welcome,
son. You know.
I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Yeah, that's him.
Suspect the deck. So yeah.
He's thinking a long time. I don't know
But
what
we
he's
don't know
thinking
what
about.
he's thinking about. It's like, okay.
He's
this-
going through the rappers in his head. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's
Oh.
that Wu-Tang.
Okay.
That's a cool fireplace.
Mm-hmm. Nice little stuff.
Motif, little
Yep. So the doctor's reassuring
Dr.
her everything's
Josh
gonna work
is
out.
talking to Veronica, reassuring.
Oh, so he
Oh,
goes
yeah,
to
yeah.
the jail,
To
and
visit
that's when things
thugged out Bentley.
Yeah, truth comes out at this point.
Surprised you came up here.
Cut the shit. I need you to be straight with me and tell me the truth.
It's been Veronica this whole time. She paid me to attack you. Said you were being a nuisance and she wanted me to rough you up so you back off some.
What about Gia? Why would Veronica attack her?
Because Gia probably found out the truth about Veronica. I've worked for Veronica for 5 years. And in that time, I've handled all of her personal information. Records, phone logs, emails, messages, you name it. I didn't think much of it at first. Then I started to find things.
Truth's coming out.
This whole scene
Veronica
looks
found
really
out her
good
husband
too.
was sleeping with his publicist, Carla. She was pissed.
It does look cool. It's like a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
It's my publicist.
That's all you're gonna do is laugh?
But he didn't even seem to care. Denied everything. Even when she confronted him.
So was he there? He said he worked for her for 5 years. This was 10 years ago.
Well, he said the files and emails and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to cross Veronica.
So she messed with the car.
If your mother asks, just
Oh, okay, yeah, she just messed with the brakes and stuff. Oh, so that is the son. So the son wasn't with them.
Yep.
Just let him come back.
Or was he?
You don't want him to suspect anything.
Just let him come.
That's the sister?
She
Yep.
come on, go get
More
dressed.
like our mama.
Come on.
So the kid comes along.
that's
This is when we
whose
first
sister?
time.
Nora's
That's
sister.
Veronica's? Oh, Nora's sister. Okay, yeah.
So the kid actually comes along in the car because that's the first time we find this out. Because they all got a little romantic moment, and the kid's in the background playing with his.
We may be
his
past
jets.
our soundbite limit on this audio, though.
Yep, it's all good. It was just
And
background.
then he
music.
found out the brakes didn't work.
Yeah, that's the scene I'm talking
This
about.
the scene.
I know.
Yeah,
I
this
figured
the
this
scene
was
I'm
the
talking
scene.
about. Okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't.
So it was
So-
the same movie. I'm not that.
Just it wasn't.
Right.
It was a flashback.
It just
no.
went at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. So he don't have no breaks.
The aftermath of this was at the beginning of the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So the son was in the car. We find that out. But we also know that the husband is dead.
I thought it was gonna zoom out and her whole bottom half would be missing. She like trying
So-
to crawl away, like oh.
But the publicist
graphic
is crawling.
Like, oh my
and
god!
trying
she
to
died hard.
So she's not dead. She got out the car alive.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And then
So
some
somebody's
hands
going to rescue her. Some hands.
Who is it?
cover her mouth.
Veronica, here to save the day.
Veronica,
Oh, wait,
you
so
gotta
Veronica.
kill her now because she done seen your face.
Right.
This is a
Choked her to
flashback.
death.
Mhm.
Yep.
And this is kind of what Andrew Bentley is saying in jail. So he
Yeah.
knows all this happened.
Because of the files, all
Right.
the emails. Veronica wrote an email
And
to
he
herself.
still
in
works
I mean,
detail.
so she wrote right. That it's like so.
I know, right?
Veronica wrote a very detailed message to herself, confessing to a triple homicide.
Well, the son, we see that he's she didn't know she was in the car, so she's upset. And so he's like
Yeah, now she's
unconscious.
very disappointed in what's going on.
So it looks at this point, it looks like she killed her son,
That
but not
did
wanting to.
not go as planned.
Mhm. She thought she was just killing her husband and the mistress.
Right.
Didn't
right.
realize
And
the
she
son was
found
gonna
out
be
her
there, too.
son. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason died too, but nothing mentions him. There's no records of him online either. It's like he just
Yeah,
doesn't
like
exist
how
anymore.
how come? Find out a little bit on
Mhm.
Sugar Mama.
So I mean, if she had this elaborate thing to have him like, going to trips and all that stuff, and there's no records of him, she could have been
When they
buying
show somebody
flight
getting in the
tickets.
car, you already know the bad guy in the backseat.
Yeah.
Man, how
He dumb as a motherfucker.
how is somebody always sneak up on somebody in the car? I don't think that would ever happen to me.
Unless you got tent. He ain't
You-
got no tent.
No, he
His
ain't got no
bride-
tent.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I checked the back seat
I'm just
every.
I'm
I'm
paranoid
just
on
that kind of paranoid.
I be
Right.
thinking that too. I'd be looking.
Like, no, I done seen way too many movies now.
Yeah.
I
Let me
would saw
look and
something
see.
moving or something like that. Something ain't right. If I saw even like a blanket in my back seat, like
Right.
I
I would have
didn't get no
heard
blanket.
somebody breathing.
Yeah.
Like I hear shit.
Right,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
definitely. I look around me all the time. I would.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever
Hyper
sneak up on me in
vigilant.
a
We
car.
hyper vigilant. So don't try to sneak up on us.
So, I mean, I still have a concern that Andrew Bentley stayed working for that lady after he knew all this stuff.
She pays good. Maybe she was
Right.
getting him some of
She
that,
got good.
giving him some of that sugar, mama.
And he knew all this stuff.
I
He
mean,
knew
that's
she
what
was
got
a
me to stay.
murderer.
I would have stayed. I'm like, well, she's
No,
crazy, but
wow.
I got that.
He knew she was a murderer. She
I
murdered.
don't know. I think he was just guessing the rest, or we're
He
seeing what
said
really
he read
happened.
all the files, and then that's why he was like, and so he's like, he's telling him the story. She killed everybody, and she murdered the publicist.
She got that mouth, man.
Oh, this part. So this is another Tubi thing. She's with her therapist, and she's basically telling her therapist, "You don't have to worry about me anymore.
I'm healed."
Yeah, oh yeah, every time they do that, you know what? I'm healed.
Yep.
That's when things always get worse.
That's never a good sign when you break it off with your therapist.
Therapist, your services are no longer needed because I'm healed.
Completely okay now.
Yep. Oh man.
Meanwhile, she got a whole nigga tied up in a damn basement.
Right.
So they did pretty good at like little hints and things like that. Because I mean, at this point, I'm thinking that she just wants to make him into her son.
Right, and she's gonna force that on him no matter what.
She gonna change everything to him to make it look like because that's what she's been trying to do. So that's like, okay.
So this is what, like, the third twist of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The first twist is that she crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The second twist is, oh shit, she killed.
The first twist was that they were roommates. Because I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, you mean that they were a couple instead of
they weren't roommates, and they were a couple.
Roommates.
That was the first twist. That threw me off.
And twist number 2 is this bitch she crazy.
Right.
And then twist number 3 was that she killed her husband. Twist number 4 is that, oh, I get it, she's gonna make him into her son.
Yep. And
he plays along. The movie just keeps going.
Yep. He plays along though. He's like, "Hey, mom."
Yeah,
you know, like, yeah.
He's trying to get untied.
Yeah, so he's stuck. He's in the basement.
She literally bringing food in the basement, which is a sign that she ain't got no plans to let him go very soon.
He gonna be trapped in the basement forever.
Indefinitely.
Yes, right. And just be her son in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And so he plays along and trying to be like, all right, I'm gonna play this game so I can get free, and then once I'm free, I'm gone. That was smart,
right? Because you don't want to end up like in the movie Misery. Because in Misery, she broke his legs.
Mm-hmm. Broke his legs. He couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah,
but the food definitely makes him knock out, though.
Yeah,
so
where do all these crazy people get their
these drugs?
She has a doctor friend, so that makes sense.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. To put out,
Dr. Josh keeps supplying her with these drugs,
sedatives and stuff like that.
Right.
So
yeah, Josh is a evil doctor.
Yep.
Well, we don't know that because where's she getting it? Because Dr. Josh is just doing his own thing.
We at the conclusion at this
point.
Her
Josh. That's her Josh her doctor connection.
So yeah, we at the conclusion, and he's not getting free. But he thinks he is.
Though. Yeah, she is. That's the thing about it.
That's why he stayed.
Where he stayed. He's like, oh, I hate this. God damn, I still ain't hit that though. Like, that's what he thinking in the back of his mind the whole time.
Right.
Mom, come here. Yeah, come here, Mom. He gonna play whatever game he got to.
Whatever game.
Still
feed me.
Feed me. Trying to get that ass. Shit.
But
that was the smartest thing he did. He elbowed the shit out of her ass.
Yep.
Yeah, grabbed the key.
He got the key and breaking free.
He basically lured her to sit next to him.
So he.
But I would have threw her in the fucking. But they don't ever throw these motherfuckers in the closet and then lock her ass in the fucking room. Get the key. She got it on her.
Right.
Wow, she
he gonna keep shaking the key
inside. And
yeah, so he's stuck. He's stuck in there.
And she got burglar bars on the front door,
so he can't get
she
out.
Can't even break the glass.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I guess she's smart about that part.
Yeah, she.
Because otherwise, if the door was wide open, he could just left. But he's locked in.
He's trying to find a way out.
Yeah. All he would have had to do. She got into the room just then to feed him, so she got the key on her.
Mm-hmm. So.
She might not be knocked out for long.
The door that was locked before
that's what I'm saying. Like,
is now open.
I mean, I hate to say this, but may have to keep her knocked out.
Just keep going back in there and elbow her in the face.
And grab that fucking key.
Or lock, or like chain her that you got, like you had you've been knocked out.
Right.
You got the key.
You would
for
just
the
you would
you
just
can
handcuff
her.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
logic. That is like
you're
logic.
right. Yeah,
Right.
He can't think. But yeah, he goes deeper into another.
The room that was originally locked is now open. And so instead of leaving, he finds, because he couldn't find a way out. So he's like, maybe this is the way out. So he keeps
goes
walking
down to this sorry to bother you looking basement.
Yeah.
And
creepy.
E.T. looking
right.
basement.
And there's these plastic tarps, like these plastic, dividers everywhere, like a sanitary, like a something you will see in one of them kind of movies.
Right.
And then there's a guy laid out in the bed, knocked out with all these leads tied to him. It looks around his age. And
looks similar to him, too.
And then he goes and
he
looks at the chart
paper.
and he see that his blood type is O negative, like
just like his.
Like me?
His name is Jason King. Just like the sun.
God. And then he goes, and then there's a perfectly preserved dead
Nora.
body, dead Nora. I mean, she got to be
so we
stuffed
can
full
know.
of formaldehyde or something. Now that's definitely a window you can get out of.
He got out of it.
got
So
out.
he
He
actually got
out of the building. He got out of the building.
I think Nora was there just to let us know that she's dead. That's
where he fucked
body.
up. That's where he.
This
fucked
one
up.
right here.
I
He
would
should have
not
known.
be talking
He should
to
have
this
known.
I would have hid.
I knew that.
Right here.
Yeah,
Pause it right
yeah.
here.
Okay.
I would have hid.
Pause it.
I'm a very sneaky person.
So
Okay?
tell the audience what's happening. He's
all right. So he finally actually got out of the building. He's coming around the corner. He's got plenty of places to duck down and hide on the way out. What's his name? Terry?
Dr. Josh.
Greg, yeah. Greg is coming around, pulling up.
car.
Pulling up.
I would have ducked down and waited to that motherfucker, because I'm like, he clearly got to do with this. Because he was cool with me being locked in the room. Why the fuck would I bring attention to myself?
Right.
This motherfucker was cool with me early in the movie being locked in the room. And then he gonna come out talk about Greg. Hey,
she crazy.
We gotta go to the police, man. She crazy, dude. Like, bitch, I know she crazy, and I had you locked in the room. Just like, what the fuck kind of dumbass shit?
That's
and
why
then
Mike's
he ended up
kinda
knocking him out
Of course.
and taking him back into the fucking house.
Yep. He was so stupid. He
Dumbass.
could have just kept running in the woods like like a free slave.
I would have ducked down and
got into his
So
Mercedes.
let's get you home.
His
knocked him
BMW.
out.
And got home. But no, Greg is like, "Yep, I'm knocking you out." And
Greg knocked him out by slamming his head on a car door.
Yeah.
this is not how I thought the movie was going to go.
This is twist
Me
number
either.
5.
This
twist
this
number
is
6.
exactly the thought. I did not think this was going to happen. I actually thought he was either going to die or kill her.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to get out of this.
I thought he would have.
Explain, Josh, what happens on this part.
So they got Mike laid out on this bed thing right next to Jason, the son, who has been in a coma.
He's been in a
this time.
vegetable state for 10 years.
Yes.
But growing up.
He's been in a vegetable state for 10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just
and
keep that in mind, everybody.
So whole decade.
Yeah, so they reveal. There's a lot of reveals, like, oh, we see the blood. Remember the blood? And remember he said he was O negative? My son Jason is O negative. And then of course, the Dr. Greg took
all
the blood
sinister.
sample.
He's suddenly all sinister in every shot.
Taking the blood.
Right there.
I took the blood.
But yep,
tested the blood. Double check the blood.
Yeah. She tells Bentley she needs him to do a favor and stuff.
Just a montage of everybody looking all suspicious, all behind him every time he leaves the room.
He had to get into the hospital so that the doctor can do a double test So to make sure.
I like the reveal that she was actually in the window.
Yeah, like what? But he had to double check to make sure that the heart was a match because they're doing a heart transplant, I think. And so he's like, all right, since your blood, so that's why he got beat up, so he can get into the hospital, so they can double check. So he did some tests, but it was like, hey, actually, this was a ploy, so we can make sure the heart was good. So it's a match, and they're like, yay, I can save my son. So Dr. Greg is about to do surgery.
And poor Mikey is just terrified.
Yep, he does surgery.
And they knock him out, and they sedate him against his will. They give him the anesthesia.
Yep. Well, at least he get to be roommates with Gia again.
Oh goodness.
In heaven.
And then it just goes off.
It fades out. Yeah, so we don't know exactly
hovering
what
over
happened.
the wonderful city of Atlanta, and we don't know what's going on. And we pan into this baller ass dining room, and Veronica's just a brand new woman. She's talking to her therapist again, getting reassured. You know what I'm saying? Reassurance on life. And then come walking around the corner is her son. He's awake. He's walking like as if he just had this, the heart transplant. He's taking it well. He has a little cane, but he's doing well. And he's talking all regular. He's just fine for somebody who's been in a vegetable state for 10 years.
For 10 years.
He's like, oh yeah.
Like, can you imagine a whole decade? Like, that means if he was 14 or 10.
So I've been catching up on this whole COVID thing. That shit sounded crazy.
That's the movie.
I like how he looks just like Mike.
Yeah, right. It's very similar. So,
and then it goes off. Like there is no good end for Mike.
So
Mike is dead.
Mike is dead, and Veronica got exactly what she wanted.
Mm-hmm. And Mike got exactly what he deserved.
Yes.
Well, yeah. That's what it was.
Man.
Good night.
Oh goodness.